Hey guys, it's Mr. Twitter here, and today we're going to talk about Twitter. I don't know if you've heard of it, but Twitter is a place full of chaos and just a bunch of crazy stuff that you can't really find anywhere else. Have you ever heard of a ratio? Well, Twitter is a place where all that started, and it's still very much a thing. The beauty of a ratio is that it can happen to anyone, anywhere, anytime. And so you got people with one follower going after guys like Elon, but that's just what makes Twitter Twitter. Unlike places like Facebook and Instagram, Twitter is all over the place. But you know what? I think the unpredictability is what makes it unique. I mean, the guy who bought it, who of course is me,
oh brother, this guy stinks!
tweets whatever he wants all the time. And that's not something you get scrolling through Instagram or looking through Snapchat. The people on those sites usually hide in the shadows and do their own lurking. Whereas Twitter's kind of just all up front. Twitter may be garbage some days and better others. But no matter what happens, there's always a lot going on. And it's why I'm making this stupid little video in the first place. Community. The community of people on Twitter is something else. It seems like no matter where you go, no matter who you're following, there's always just a bunch of random stuff happening. You don't get L plus ratio plus young boy on your average IG post, because the community on Twitter is just a different breed. If you're tough, try getting a ratio about everyone you love repeatedly, because I would say that's when you know what you're really made of. Some people can take it, others can't. That's just how it goes. But let's just say there's no community quite like the one on Twitter. It's a community that gets you humble pie no matter if you're popular or not. And I think that's what makes Twitter what it is. Ever since Elon bought the whole effing app, he's been constantly getting grilled no matter what he's posted or what he said. And although people sometimes go too far with it, for the most part, I think it's a good way to level the playing field so that people with the most clout kind of don't just overshadow everyone. The nice thing about Twitter is that you could have one follower and still get however many likes. You just got to be funny, honestly, which, I mean, you either got it or you don't, so tough luck. If you've been on the site long enough, you probably got recommended a bunch of tweets with like 100,000 likes or something about a relatable thing or about a relationship or really whatever. And it could be from an account that doesn't even have 1,000 followers. So it doesn't really seem to be driven by clout. Now, there may be some clout goblins that repost other people's stuff, which is pretty dumb, not gonna lie. But for the most part, people are chill. So I'll give the Twitter community a solid 4 out of 5 Elons. I talked about him earlier, and he could be one of, if not the most controversial people in the world. But you know, I couldn't talk about Twitter without talking about Elon. The Musketeer has been around quite a bit since the whole electric car thing with Tesla. But it seems like he's become much more a topic of conversation ever since he bought out good old Twitter. Leading up to the purchase, I remember the internet going crazy, especially Twitter, talking about what it would be like to have him in charge. Which makes sense, considering he gets nearly 1 million likes on anything he does. And when you get to that level of popularity, it really doesn't matter who you are or what you do. There's always going to be some drama, some controversy, some stuff. And especially with someone who has a very strange family, interesting dynamic, let's just say. So I guess it was inevitable that there'd be a lot of hoopla about it. Hoopla! Don't get me wrong, he's suspect. And like I said, I'm sure he's done some crazy stuff, but people have been trashing him and going after him nonstop since the move. And it's a lot to take, but hey, we'll see what happens over the next few months and years and all that fun jabble. But yeah, I'll give Elon 3 out of 5 Elons. Why not? By the way, if you're here, subscribe if you like it when you fall asleep, when you're really tired at the end of the night. But anyways, back to the video. Twitter seems like a pretty innocent platform from the outside looking in. I mean, the mascot is a little blue bird, but trust me, there's much more to it. If you've ever seen one of those iceberg videos on YouTube, then you probably know what I mean when I say there's a lot under the surface. And for a place like Twitter, it's never ending. It really doesn't matter what part of the app or site or whatever you call it that you're on, there's going to be some weird stuff, strange things that probably don't make any sense. It's kind of just with the territory. That's kind of just what happens on Twitter. But that's where I think the beauty of Twitter is. With Twitter, you never really know what's going to happen when you open it or when you scroll through and look at all the different posts and comments and stuff. But that mixed bag, that trail mix of a site makes it something that you keep coming back to. The posts themselves are very unpredictable, but the comments, those damn comments are just insane. In the comments, there's some hidden secrets, hidden gems, and a lot of hidden stuff. But let's just say people kind of just do what they want. You really can find anything on there. For every 1,000 ratios or L's there's 1 or 2 good memes and always some argument about food, politics, or if Goku can beat Superman, or you can find anything. While I'm talking about everything, by the way, the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once is very good, so check it out. And you can leave the video and watch it, I don't care. But yeah, good job whoever made that. But anyways, there's a lot of crazy, silly, wacky, all those adjectives to describe Twitter, because Twitter just has it all. It has everything you want, everything you don't want, everything you didn't know existed. And that's why I'm making this video, because it's not like Instagram or Facebook, other social media places where you kind of know what you're going to get. It takes you to places that you never could have gone anywhere else. And if you're anything like me, it keeps you coming back like a boomerang. There's a lot of things in this world that are like other things. I mean, if you go on YouTube, maybe even to the side of this video, there's probably a solid 50,000 reaction videos to a song, to a different video that someone else made, really anything. Or probably a solid billion frat guys that wear the same cutoff shirts, khakis, or wear hats where the brim like covers up about to their eyes. But although there's a lot of similar things in the world, there's nothing quite like Twitter. I think the only way to describe Twitter is a mix of YouTube, Reddit, 4chan, Instagram, and people that probably need to go to therapy all blended up together, just having a blast. It may sound a bit dangerous, and it is, but that's what makes Twitter fun, and why it's home to some of the most unique people on the planet. It seems like some people spend enough time on it for it to be considered their full-time job. And I mean, I can't blame them, because surfing through the memes, comments, posts, and everything, you get lost. You're in a little maze, you're like a mice trying to look for that cheese. You can get lost pretty damn easy. People used to grow up playing sports or going in a band or maybe doing theater, but now it seems like the next generation has grown up on the internet, myself included. And honestly, it's really all in the beginning because you just know that things are going to get more and more messed up as time goes on. So let's just say it'll be exciting to see what the future holds, especially on Twitter. The recent Elon Musk stuff makes Twitter about as predictable as something that's not predictable at all. But I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. The possibilities for the place, considering that they fired half the people and they got new leadership and a lot of stuff is changing over the next few years, I'm sure Twitter will become something completely different in the future. Hey, maybe Mr. Beast will take Elon's job eventually and turn it into another version of YouTube. You really never know nowadays. Love him or hate him, Elon's been pretty transparent when it comes to the platform and what people like and don't like. And considering how it was before to now, I'm pretty damn jazzed to see what happens. As much as it may be foggy and unpredictable, I'm sure there will always be that element of craziness and unknown that Twitter is known for. Because if Twitter loses that, is it still even Twitter anymore? Think about that one. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and bye-bye.